Salutatorian of 2026, the amazing Blake Evans, to come forward and address his class.
August 19th, 2015. I was 3 years old. We pulled into the UD school parking lot. I ran from the car, of course, using the crosswalk in the parking lot, straight to preview. Finally, after 2 years of watching my older brother, it was my turn. I lined up to receive my morning hug from my preview teacher, Miss Diana, shoved my water bottle into the cup with my name on it, and ran to find BLAKE right on the circle where I was to sit. I had been practicing this routine in my mind for 2 years. My mom said she had to wave goodbye to me on my first day through the sliding glass doors of the classroom. I had arrived. I was ready, and I wasn't looking back. This was the beginning of my Unity chapter. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to you all. Parents, grandparents, families, teachers, staff, Dr. Hobby, Ms. Ferguson, and my fellow graduates. If you don't know, I'm Blake Evans, and it is my honor and privilege to be this year's Salutatorian. I've been preparing for this day since 2015, as you can tell. As the Salutatorian, I'm sure I'm supposed to say something smart or inspiring, but to be honest, I'm just 14. So I'll start by telling you that this honor was not achieved alone. This is a tribute to each of you, my amazing classmates and teachers, who kept me laughing every day and occasionally giving me answers to an assignment I really did not want to do. But it was simply each of you who made me better not only as a student, but also as a person. Today we celebrate our academic survival and our growth into the tremendous teens that we have become. We can reflect on all that we have accomplished throughout our years at Unity, and for some others, the schools they attended to prior to becoming a friend here at Unity. Growing up in a small school is different. It means you didn't just know one another's names. We knew each other's stories. We have celebrated milestones together, helped one another through tough days, and created friendships that feel more like family. You see, when I ran into pre-B at 3 years old, I became fast friends with Henry and Porter. I had no way of knowing then that they'd become my best friends still to this day. Several of us spent elementary school together, and for the first time we wore uniforms. We had real grades, sat in real desks, and raised a quiet hand before speaking. We had discovery days, got our instruments, played sports, and learned our lessons in living. Then, we stepped up to middle school, changing classes, having more responsibility, but let's not forget about the phone hotel. Of course, our journey wasn't always easy, but look at us now, you do not know that we had to endure and adapt to a few bumps in the road over the years. And while our time here at Unity has been fairly privileged, not all of our school years have been typical. Our first obstacle started on Friday, March 13, 2020. My mom picked my brother and I from school that day to start spring break, and we were greeted with a pandemic. I'm pretty sure none of us have ever heard of such a word, but we quickly learned that our friends were accessible and our school days were now on Zoom. COVID meant finishing second grade out. Thinking back to that time, it feels forever ago, but we survived and thrived because Unity adjusted, our teachers adapted, and we did too. Our online classes meant only seeing the faces of our friends. Well, we saw their faces, their skins, and what they were eating. The next bump came in 5th grade when there was only 4 girls in our grade, which meant one class was all boys. And my class went through 3 different homeroom teachers. It was definitely a unique setup, but we made it work. The all-boys class learned about being a team, and our classroom was finally blessed with not only the best teacher, but a true friend in Miss Deanna Jo. The beginning of our middle school years certainly presented our greatest challenge. Walking into homeroom the first day was a little awkward. There were so many new faces. You know, all the St. Joe's kids that made their way over. We weren't sure of how this would go. We had our own groups. At first, it was a big adjustment with new classes, new teachers, and a completely different layout of the day. But quickly, we learned that we were on the same team, and those new faces became familiar. Some of them turned into my closest friends. We settled into middle school life. The work was harder, the expectations were higher, and some things didn't always go as planned. But Unity remained our place where we filled our time making great memories together. This is the end of the chapter we've been writing for years, and I'm certain we are all ready for what's next. But it's hard not to look back and realize how much this time has meant. Winnie the Pooh may have said it the best. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? And while this is the end of our middle school years, it's also the beginning of something new. No matter where we go from here, we will always have our Unity chapter. It's hard to believe the hallways we've walked for years, the friends we saw every day, and the moments we never thought would end are now becoming memories. It doesn't feel like it should be over this quickly, but somehow it is. Unity Class of 2026, we did it. Behind you, all your memories, Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. High school, I hope you're ready for us.